Hello, people. How are you doing? Welcome to another episode of the Videographer's Life. And here today we have another professional filmmaker. So please join me as I welcome AB Tech.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We're very glad to have you.
All right.
So AB Tech, you're into what exactly?
Actually, I'm a wedding filmmaker. Also, I specialize in other content creating like adverts and the rest. But I just have more passion in filmmaking, like wedding filmmaking, because the creativity and some other things I just like doing through that means. You understand? So I just love wedding filmmaking. That's it.
You love wedding in particular.
So,
So
I'll say that.
please tell me, when you're being called for an event or a
Okay.
wedding
Yeah.
specifically,
Yeah.
do you just go like that and just get to the wedding,
Okay.
shoot and get, or before going you already have a kind of concept that you want to bring to life before going?
Actually, filmmaking, especially like wedding filmmaking, it all depends. You understand? Some events or some weddings, when you know you're expecting to like deliver something unique, I feel like I'll have to sit back, check the kind of content I would want to like create for such couple. Sometimes I might even check the hotel if I could like get the location of the hotel so that I would know where exactly how my content would be. And most time when I get there, even if I might not get to go to the hotel before a day before the day before the event, I can just like when I get there in the morning, I just first of all check around, check some spots, check some locations that would be nice for the shoot. You understand? Sometimes the inspiration comes. Sometimes I prepare ahead.
So the thing that you see these concepts when you have, how do you like get your clients into it as well? Because sometimes it takes some difficulties, especially when
Yeah.
your client will tell you, I want this instead, I want
Yeah.
this and that. How do you get them to partner with you to bring in all this content?
That's a nice. First of all, sometimes some client can be stubborn.
Very.
Some client can be like they don't like stress. You understand? So sometimes you would first of all read the mood, like just observe them, and sometimes you might like use some. You have to be friendly. You have to make like be friendly with them. Then you don't. You have to show them that you are like you're a professional, because there's a way you might relate to your client, being so soft, being so you make them feel like you cannot deliver. But when you come in, show them that energy from the beginning to even the end of the event. Show them the energy, that so that whenever you show that energy from the first time they see you, you just prove that you agree, hello, hi, create that friendship or that bond with their head. They know, okay, this is my photographer or this is my videographer rather. So with that method, whenever you want to tell them anything, they'll agree with it, because they believe that, okay, this guy knows what he's doing.
You said something like going to the location, trying to see. What if, like, for instance, now you get to the location, there's no vibe, there's nothing given, but you're already there at that job.
Okay.
Even as in, when you look at it, you're like, can something come out of this?
It all depends on you now. First of all, sometimes you get to a location and there's nothing there. First of all, you understand your clients. If they are this free type, you can create in terms of, probably you can use lights, like just create, how will I say it, there might not be any nice spot actually, but from you being an expert or a professional, you don't just let your creativity die, except you don't have plans of doing anything. If it's just a regular, because sometimes there's a regular event. But as a professional, you first of all, you look around. There's definitely going to be a spot, probably from the window, probably from, you just create, you have to be very as versatile. You have to look around. There's definitely going to be a spot, and even if there's no spot, you can use the close to the window or the environment, or use your lights, create some kind of hair. That way, you might most definitely get something nice.
So let's move into the editing section.
Okay.
Now, in editing, sometimes if you just go and you shoot, you might have a concept in mind in the video. But when you come back, when you want to start, you will just see another different thing will now fly in your head.
Okay.
And maybe sometimes the clip you got might not be complementing those things. So, like, how do you do those type of stuff?
Oh, actually, that's why, as I said before, you have to like. It's always good to like get enough
No,
shoots
shoot.
or enough shots, and also get angles. Sometimes angles matter a lot, like you understand, not just getting the regular angles, you can get from different angles. So because those angles you get always also add to your story. You understand? Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes when you maybe have you after the shoot, you have nothing to like. You don't know how to start with it. Sometimes you just need to chill.
Take
Just
a bottle
chill.
of Coke and
After
relax.
chilling and maybe just calm down, cool.
Sleep.
Something will come up. Yes, and something comes up, and you know, okay, you've gotten a head start. Then from there, you
Start
yes,
processing
from
analysis.
there, and the more you're just editing, more ideas will be
You
coming
just
in.
yeah,
From
get
there,
moving
like
those
that's
hands.
how you just
So another thing to do about a video,
yeah.
I don't think many people actually take it into consideration when shooting a video, even editing, is the song to complement it.
Exactly.
Like now for a wedding, you might just be there. All you just care about is just shoot. Then the editing is you want to edit, but forgetting that you need an audio to also complement that shoot. So what do you do about your audio?
Yeah, the music actually, like that's one of the even if you ask most professionals today, they say that's one of the hardest parts. That's one of the
God,
hardest parts.
where
But
you
sometimes there are so many ways you can do these things now, and there's so many ways you can. Most times when we think of looking for music, you might not see any perfect song to match your video. So sometimes you can like recreate something. Sometimes
like
there's some
how
this style,
they use
yeah,
those like American songs will now put Igbo's.
stuff like you
I'm
can.
asking how those people do that, and especially when two different songs are now
Yeah,
syncing
yeah.
together.
So that's just it. It's just trying to like matching the beats or stuff like that. You can probably there's a way sometimes you can like move the audio of one, the voice of one. Yeah, there's so many software that does that. You can move the audio of one, then match it with maybe another music, but it's still gonna flow. So it all depends on what you have in mind. So most times you don't need to really look for a straight up music. You can just like create, get some sounds and match it. The main thing is most these days you look for something that is very energetic, and it all depends on your mood of edit. Sometimes you might
Is it because of the way Nigeria is all about boom boom, or is it?
sometimes video these days, wedding these days, it's not compulsory. You need to be very like. Sometimes the wedding can be slow, wedding can be fast. It depends on your idea, it depends on your mood. So sometimes, and it's always nice to have to put in different feelings in one editing.
Yes.
So you might put in the slow, then move to the hard, or you might put in the hard, move to the slow, then end with the hard. So it depends on it. But using one particular style all through makes it boring. But when you mix it, like you can start with the slows, then move it to get something to spice it up. They probably go to the slow. Like you can just mix in different moods, and with that you can get that's almost guys does, yeah. So
But
it's just crazy. That's just it.
another place you can also get inspiration from music would be maybe during the wedding. When the song the DJ plays.
Yeah, that's
If you
true.
can get that. Especially maybe if you notice that the bride like a particular song she was
Yeah,
moving
that's
to.
another style. That's very
You can also get
important.
that and use.
That's very, very important. Also, sometimes there might be a music that the bride will love, but she might not tell you.
Yes,
But that's why you need to you be attentive.
exactly.
Just it's not like that's like what differentiates a regular videographer from a professional. You have to be like every detail counts. So you have to be present from the prep from the morning till the night. Like you have to be present. You have to be like present so that every details that matters to the close couple, you need to save it for them because you're keeping their memory. And how are you going to make the memory unique is understanding their style.
Someone once said that once you like make them feel like the wedding is also yours, like
True.
feel like this is their moment, trying to experience it with them. I
Very
think
important.
that's also when you have that kind of feeling, you also feel cautious or trying to keep the moment alive from them through getting in.
That's true. That's why you need to like pay attention to their what they want, what they like, so that those are the little things that makes a huge difference.
So another thing I want to ask is,
Okay.
I know two basically good platforms for editing videos, but I don't know if there's more. What I know is DaVinci and Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
So between these two, do you make use of any one, or which one do you use?
Actually, I use the two, but I use more of Premiere. But actually, the best or the one that everybody use more is
DaVinci.
because there are so many things you can do with DaVinci, from the colors, the effects.
It's
Versatile. Yeah, that's
flexible.
true.
And
But sometimes you can ask every videographer which software do you start with. It's Premiere Pro is starting, but
that is them. They have not experienced that what DaVinci does.
so
Well, even if they have a test, they'll run away from.
I said, but sometimes it's always good to have idea for the software. So because sometimes you might decide to like,
Okay, you want
you want to
to.
try this one, but normally
Especially the
we know
self.
say Da Vinci bad. Normally we
Especially if
know.
there are some systems that cannot hold Da
That's it. Say
Vinci.
that's true.
So
So
Premiere Pro is.
Premiere Pro is also
Yeah.
is an alternative because Da Vinci requires something a system that has enough. So, but if you don't have Da Vinci, you can
You
do
don't have
you can use
everything.
Premiere Pro. It's a lie. Premiere
No,
Pro is
if you
try.
don't have Da Vinci, you don't have.
No, it's a lie. Premiere Pro is also try. It's coming through. You know how many years Premiere Pro have been coming through?
It's Da Vinci.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for being here today. It was fun and impactful.
You're welcome.
I learned a lot. I'm sure our viewers too learned a lot. And we also want to thank you, viewers, for joining us today. So please join us same time next week Friday on the Videographers Live. And we also want to say a very big thank you to Chidimo for sponsoring this podcast. My name remains Hame Fela Goodness. Good night.